Well, there is a group of disgruntled workers in our country. They're not old. In fact, they're rather young.
Right. They are known as millennials. That's being born between 1980 and 2000. So why are they being called unhappy?
Well, let's ask one of them. Jeff Maher happens to be a millennial. What are you upset about, Jeff?
Well, I personally, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm very happy. And there are plenty of millennials, also known as Generation Y, who would tell you that they're happy too with their life and their career. But Tim Urban, who is an entrepreneur and co-founder of the popular blog Wait But Why, coined a term for this group. He calls them gypsies, which he says stands for Generation Y, protagonists, and special yuppies. He explained to Yahoo Finance why he thinks that this group of 80 million strong is badly in need of a serious reality check.
It's just a group of very anxious, angsty, fairly disappointed people. I think that everyone expects to do better than their parents. I think people expect their kids to do better than they did. That's just kind of how things have trended. And the problem is the baby boomers did very well in a very prosperous economy. So now we get to a stage when to do better than prosperous people, you have to do something better than just security and wealth. You have to be famous, you have to be recognized and appreciated and do something groundbreaking and make your mark in a very special way.
Now, he went on to say that this group of so-called gypsies have insanely ambitious goals while facing a struggling job market, and that is not creating a healthy outlook for them. He said expectations that the millennials have of themselves is wildly off, and some type of recalibration or reality check is in order. He added that the youth of our society today need to be doing more grunt work. They need to be more humble. They need to acknowledge that at this point in their career, they are not important and need to pay their dues before they reach any kind of success. Now, Urban says the gypsies are quitting those low-paying, mundane jobs because they feel that they deserve bigger paychecks, nicer cars, things they can brag about to their friends on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. His take is this group was raised to think that they can do whatever they want, astronaut, president, doctor, whatever, but they're finding that the road to getting there is longer than they are willing to wait for. And guys, maybe that's why we've also done a lot of stories recently about how a lot of these millennials or Generation Y is living with their parents and quitting those hourly jobs and waiting to start up their own business.
Well,
Dan, you've got millennial kids.
Yeah, a lot of people do. We've spoiled them. You know, we've spoiled them. We've given them everything, and they're not patient because we gave them no reason to be patient.
Going back to the basics, paying your dues, but what about if those dues don't pay off? I think that's what they're thinking. Maybe the dues won't pay off, Jeff, so why bother? I
know. And, you know, it's a tough job market, and every time I go speak to college classes about getting into our business, they are really not liking the idea of starting off in a small town, like I did, Midland, Texas, making nothing, and working your way up the ladder. They want instant gratification, which is what they're used to on social media, which is completely encompassing their lives.
Well, you meet the intern. I want to be a news anchor tomorrow.
Yep.
Good luck.
Step right up. No, what they need to realize is in your younger 20s, you're not good at what you're doing. You're not. It's a learning phase.
Generally speaking, I'm trying to soften it for you a little bit. Generally speaking.
I'll admit, I wasn't good.
All right.
I wasn't good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.